Welcome to Exclusively Malta's Take 5, Valletta, our capital city. These segments are designed to provide you with a high level of information enough for you to engage in conversation with your clients. My name is Jason Camilleri-Allen, and I will be spending the next several minutes with you. Let's start off with a little geography. Malta is located 58 miles south of Sicily, right in the heart of the Mediterranean. Malta's capital, Valletta, is a fortified city located on a hilly peninsula between two of the finest natural harbors in the Mediterranean. After the Great Siege of 1565, the knights set out an ambitious project, the building of Valletta. Pope Pius IV sent his foremost engineer, Francesco Laparelli, to build the city both as a fortress to defend Christendom and as a cultural masterpiece, which has been designated as a World Heritage City. In its day, Valletta was a fine example of modern-day planning. Designed on a grid system now common in the United States, the city was carefully planned to accommodate water, sanitation, and to allow for circulation of air conditioned as we know it. Most towns and cities evolved over centuries, but Valletta, in contrast, was one of those first European cities to be constructed on an entirely new site. Since its creation, the city has witnessed a number of rebuilding projects, yet those have not compromised the harmony between the dramatic topography and the Hippodamian grid system. The fabric of the city includes 320 monuments that includes every aspect of civil, religious, and artistic and military functions of its illustrious founders. This is a view of our capital. So much history, architecture, monuments, restaurants, lounge bars, you name it, all of this within 0.2 square miles. It's a paradise for the cultural enthusiast. There are many hidden masterpieces within Valletta. This is Manuel Theatre. The theater is both a historical monument of immense culture and also the most important performing arts venue in Malta. It has a rich and long history dating back to 1731, when it was built on request of the Grand Master Fra Antonio Manuel de Valletta. Currently, it's the third oldest operating theater in all of Europe, older than San Carlo in Naples, and the oldest of all the Commonwealth of Nations. It has a capacity of 623 and is home to live theater, musicals, and the main stage of Malta's International Baroque Festival each January. Something to actually consider for your clients. St. John's Cathedral is a gem of Baroque art and architecture. It was built as a conventional church of the Knights of St. John. The Grand Masters and several knights donated gifts of high artistic value and made enormous contributions to enrich it with only the best works of art. The church continues to be an important shrine and a sacred place of worship. It's also a venue for cultural events. The painting on the left depicts the martyrdom of St. John the Baptist. It is the altarpiece of the oratory and was commissioned by Grand Master Olaf de Wynnecourt and completed in 1608. It is the largest work Caravaggio painted and the only painting that bears the artist's signature scrolled in the blood gushing from the Baptist's cutthroat. The painting is considered a masterpiece by Caravaggio. For those interested in modern-day history, Malta has an abundance of World War II history and the majority within Valletta and the Grand Harbor. The Siege of Malta in World War II was a military campaign in the Mediterranean theater. From June 1940 to November 1942, the fight for the control of the strategically important island of the British Crown colony at the time, Malta, which pitted the air forces of navies of Italy and Germany against the Royal Air Force Navy. In fact, Churchill called Malta the unsinkable aircraft carrier. Due to Malta's strategic positioning, it was bombed with over 6,700 tons of bombs in the Grand Harbor and Valletta alone. The picture you see here represents underground Valletta, which is to the left and to the bottom right, where there were many World War II shelters. The Lascaris war rooms on the top right of the screen was an area where the Allies used to plan their strategic deployment, and then that in the picture on the left is the Grand Harbor, which essentially saved the Allies to overthrow the Axis regime. If your client's looking for a sense of place, Valletta is the perfect spot for them to lay their hat. With a number of beautiful restored palazzinos, it is the perfect blend of old and new. On the screen, starting from the top left, is the Piano Nobile room at Casa Elul. Next, in the center, in the top center, in the the top of your screen, is the Phoenicia Hotel. It's a full-service property just located steps from the main gates of Valletta. To the right of that is Palazzo Consiglia, a very nice combination of old charm and new contemporary. At the bottom left, you have the spa suite of Dom Pietro at the Roselli boutique property in Valletta, which is most recently been designated as a one-star Michelin restaurant on site called Undergrain. In the middle is Iniala Harbor House. This is the newest property in Valletta and will really elevate the level of luxury in Malta. It is slated to open up in the fall of 2020. And then the final picture here on the bottom right is the deluxe harbor room at 66 St. Paul, a beautiful room overlooking the Grand Harbor. It doesn't stop there, as there are a number of different other properties such as Domus Zomatello, the St. John, and it goes on. So we want to thank you for your time, and if you wish to schedule more in-depth conversation, we'd be more than happy to speak with you, either Damon in Malta or myself in North America. Thank you for spending the time with us.